Hi guys, Bricklink here again. This time I've got 3 of the sets I modified. I won't call them mocks because they're not entirely my own creations. Because all I've done is taken some sets and put my own bodies on them, if you like. So I'm going to start with this one. That's my street sweeper. And it was the streetlight repair truck from a few years ago. The oops, my hose fell off. The front should give it away. And all I've done is take all the lift and cabinets off and built my own little street sweeper body on it. It's based on a European street sweeper. And then I did the flatbed truck from a couple of years ago, I think. I've actually got the truck itself, because I bought 2 of these for this reason. I've got the transport truck itself there. And then I went and bought a second one to do this modification to it. And I turned it into a tipper truck. Yeah, tailgate does drop down and it does tip. And that's pretty much the only modification I did to that. I took the flatbed off for the car and made like a truck body for it. And lastly is this converted fire truck. I can't remember what the name of the set was now. But it came with a little sort of supposed to be a derelict house that was on fire, and it had all the ladder on like those 2. And I just felt as Lego seems to like putting ladders on their fire trucks for some reason, I'd convert this one to something different, so I converted it to a support truck. And these doors do all open, there's 2 on either side. They do have equipment in each side. It's hard doing this with one hand. A few loose bits in there, there's a torch and some breathing apparatus gear. And that just opens up the same both sides, the same sort of cabinet. And the last door has got a circular saw and I think that's an axe. Yep, that's an axe up there. And then one of my favourite parts on this whole truck is the floodlights, because they do, if I can do it one, nope, it's not going to happen one-handed, so if I put you down there, this, oh, it's got stuck. I should, there we go. They're telescopic, and they can go, pretty much move in any direction you want them to. So, if Lego City firefighters needed some extra light, then they can call in this truck, just for the extra light. They can move up, move down, point straight down, round and round, and all it is, I open this, the door doesn't want to open. If you look inside here, you can just see the lower part of a hydraulic ram type thing, or type element, which I used in the bottom there, which is just pushed into a 1x1 bracket brick with a black rod in the top, so it just moves up and down just like a real telescopic set of floodlights on a real fire truck would. Just something I thought was different, and I like it. So yeah, that is my little support truck. It was a ladder truck, but I took the ladder off. Now the one thing I don't know is if this is actually going to fit in my fire station. Oh no, look at that. The lights are too tall. Oh dear. And that is as low as they will go. That is as high as the door will go. If the door would go a little bit higher, that would have gone in there. But I would have to take one of those transparent blue panels out of it to get that in. I might drop a trans panel out of each of these doors if I can. That may go in a lot easier. So I had wanted to put this in there. I may be tempted to get another one of these actually, so I could have the original truck, as I did buying a second one of those. I should have bought another one of those light trucks, really. That never was one of my favourite sets, that yellow light truck. I don't know why, I was just never keen on it. I think that's probably one of the reasons why I converted it. I actually did that conversion after I bought the recent little orange one. Because I actually like the orange one better, I don't know why. It's smaller, but I like it better. Anyway, so one modification I've got to do to this fire station is to try and modify it so I can get this in. Well, I've either got to modify the fire station or the truck itself. Not sure which way I'm going to do it yet. If you wonder what all that noise is in the background, that is my lovely little kitty Nemo playing with his bag. He has claimed that bag from me. He loves playing with that bag, and I haven't got the heart to take it from him, so that's his toy now. There is a video of him playing with this on my other channel. So if you wonder what all that meowing and rustling was behind me, now you know. That's, surprisingly, you might think having a cat like that, he'd get in the way quite a lot, and you'd probably think he'd knock all my models over frequently, but yeah, actually he doesn't. In fact, there's a model that's fallen off of that coffee table, and that was actually my fault, not Nemo's. I knocked it off when I closed the curtain. I actually think I probably break the models more than he does, because I'm clumsier. I mean, when I had my town on the bedroom floor, he could run straight across that and not knock anything over, not even knock a streetlight over. In fact, that's probably the worst thing he ever did when it was over, when I had my town on the floor. And actually, in fact, he's done it with my beach scene, and that is knock a street light over. That's all he's ever done. Let me just turn the light on. Yeah, this is one reason why I haven't done any street updates either, because I've got to shift all these computers out of the way. Yeah, as you can see, there's a street light laying down there, and it should be in front of that black house. You can see the dark grey hinge plate on the base there. And I'm not sure if that was me that knocked that one over, the black one over laying down there, or if that was Nemo. I think that may have been me. But yeah, that's probably the worst thing he's ever done on my models, is knock the streetlights over. Which ain't a problem, is it really? I'm just plonking back on. I have had guests come over and knock in at my models and be all apologetic because they've broken. And which is nice, you know, it's polite. But to me, you know, it's Lego. You break it, you can put it back together again. It's not, obviously it's not so bad if it's a set, because you've got your instructions there to refer to. But it's a bit more annoying, I suppose, if a mock got broken because you haven't got instructions. But I do usually, and I use that term loosely, usually remember how my mocks go. But that does make life harder. You know, I never get mad. Accidents happen. You know, there's Lego everywhere here. It's probably quite easy. I've even done it myself, knocked models over and they've hit the floor and just shattered into pieces. And I'm not one of these people that would super glue their models together. I like to be able to dismantle and rebuild. Because to me, that's the whole point of Lego. You break it up, you build it. You break it, you build it. The only ones I probably don't do that to, unless I really do feel like a change, and that is these older sets. Especially these sorts of sets, because I do like these old police stations and fire stations and whatnot that Lego did. I would like to add some more to my collection, but I'm in no hurry. You know, I'm happy with the collection as it's going. Obviously, if I had the cash, I'd spend more on it, but when you live alone like I do, cash has to go elsewhere first, such as your phone bill and internet bill, because if I didn't pay them I wouldn't have the internet and I wouldn't be able to do these videos, and I wouldn't be able to see other people's creations and like those, and I wouldn't be able to run my page. So unfortunately that's one thing that's got to come first, and of course the electric, that's got to come before Lego, and of course food, that's also got to come before Lego. So as my phone bill is only a once a month thing, so that's not too bad. Electric's not too bad here either. I've got one of those, just clear my throat a bit, it's getting a bit dry because I've been talking so much. I've got one of those prepayment meters, and for those that don't know what that is, you have a key which you take into your local PayZone or PayPoint shop, which is most corner shops, and you just ask them to put however much you want on it. They put the key in a special machine, the machine credits the key, you pay the cashier, you come home, put the key in your meter, and that credit is transferred to your meter. Simple. But totally unrelated, because I'm rambling again. But yeah, at least that way I'm not in debt with the electric company, which is one bonus. So I literally just pay for what I use. And well, as you can see, the only lights on is that one, my work light, and that one, which I don't need this one on anymore, so that can go off. Yeah, I don't really, that's probably why I spend the money I do have on Lego, because I save it elsewhere. I bet it's harder for the kids, because obviously they don't have a job or any form of income. They have to rely on birthdays and Christmas and other gifts and etc. I've been a kid, I remember what it's like. I did believe after I left high school I did take a break from Lego. I actually gave my Lego box away to my siblings, and I left high school in 2000. And it was around about 2006 when I got my own flat the first time, my own apartment, if you want to call it an apartment, that I got back into it, and I've been into it ever since. Just slowly building the collection up. I mean, when you look at it like this, it doesn't look like there's a lot there. But you've got to remember these drawers do go back deep. So if I actually emptied all these drawers out on the floor and all those tubs, there would be several kilos of Lego here. I actually haven't got a clue exactly how much. Oh, and if anyone is interested in it, because I don't have a use for this stuff at all, I'm probably going to put this up on eBay pretty soon. I may try it on a Facebook group, just in case. Something I completely forgot about until I now looked across to it. Several of those cabinets, I can't remember what the theme was called, but I believe they're from the 1970s. I've actually noticed a lot of the younger generation seem to be more interested in modern Lego than the old Lego. But I like both, you know, because it shows how Lego progressed. So when people come into my home, they can see all the 1970s stuff over there, and we've got all the 1980s stuff up the top there, and all the modern stuff in there. And that just, to me, it just shows the progress over the years of how Lego changed and how they changed their set designs. I've got all the 90s stuff I've got on that top shelf. And all the space stuff. I really want to, at some point, expand on my space sets. I do apologise for the clearing of my throat, it's just getting a bit dry. I've got a drink on the table, but it's gone to room temperature now, and I hate drinking room temperature drinks. Unless it's meant to be a hot drink, like a cup of tea or coffee or something, or a hot chocolate. As I've said before, my favourite themes that I'm really into would be the space, the old Lego system, which I believe that was called in the 80s and 90s, and 70s stuff, so anything related to the city or town, and the modern city theme. I would like to get into Technic a bit more. I've got a boxed Technic set down there on that footstool, which I got for a bargain price at a car boot sale. That was only £10. I bet if I put that on eBay I could get more for it, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to. It all works, it's got all the motor and battery pack and everything in it to complete set. In fact, it had a load of extras in it as well. That's full of extra parts. I've actually gone through and restored the set, so it's only got all the number of parts it's supposed to have, according to Peron anyway. When I looked up the set and went through the parts list. So that was probably one of the best bargains I ever got from a car boot sale, so far anyway. I'm surprised they let it go for that cheap. When I was interested in it, I thought they were going to say a lot more than that. But when they said £10, I was like, yes please, I'll have that. You got to do these things though with Lego. Have I made myself go short for food for Lego? I hate to admit it, but yes, I have. That's not usually a good idea, but I'm hoping to get at least one new Lego set this week as well. Although I am busy. Or at least I'm going to be busy Thursday. I'm not one that usually sell Lego unless it is absolutely something I've got loads of, or I don't use, like all them white cabinets. I can't even remember where all them white cabinets come from. Oh yes I can, it came in a job lot I got a while ago. And I kept meaning to put them on eBay and I forgot. So that's what's going to happen to those. I do have a Bricklink account, but I haven't really done any selling on that. I prefer to buy and use eBay to sell. Probably a bad idea using eBay with all their fees, but sometimes I find it's easier to get rid of certain things. I could probably get rid of those cabinets on there a lot faster on eBay than I would on Bricklink. I could be wrong. I could try them on Bricklink, but I haven't really got enough to run a Bricklink shop, so that's the other reason I don't sell on Bricklink. I mean, yes, I've got lots and lots of Lego, but that's lots and lots of Lego that I use. Not lots and lots of Lego to sell, because I'm not in it for the money, I'm in it for my own hobby, for my own pleasure, you know. Building my own things, I'm not in it for... Yeah, I'll trade, I don't mind doing trades. If someone needs a part and I've got it, and they're willing to swap a part for it, I'll trade parts. I've done that in the past, using the Facebook group I'm on. I don't mind swapping parts, so long as it's a part I've got a number of, and not like one or two of. You know, if someone needed some of these yellow barrels, I don't mind swapping those, because I've got plenty in there. That's just an example. And the same with the seats. I've got plenty of those. Well, I should think everyone with Lego has got plenty of these 1x2 plates. They seem to be a common part. And these 1x1s. May have to tip those into a bigger drawer, but I need to get some more of these bigger drawers before I do that, because these 1x1 drawers are actually pretty full, and every time I pull one out I drop bits on the floor because they get caught on this little edge and ping out somewhere, so I'm going to have to get some drawers. These are only $2.49 from my local QD. Where I'd actually stack them, I don't know. There's not a lot of room on this table, as you've seen. A few other bits I wouldn't mind stocking up on. Got a drawer full of motorbikes there. I think what I need to stock up on the most at the moment, though, are my tiles. But I've found with Bricklink, you don't really get huge job lots from one seller. You'd have to go to lots of different sellers. There's so many sellers on Bricklink. There probably is people on Bricklink that do have like a large job lot of tiles, but I can get bored easily searching, so I usually just go to the first seller I come across that's got something up at a decent price. May even use eBay to get the tiles, because I know people on eBay do sell them at, in large lots. That's probably one advantage with using eBay. I suppose it just depends on what takes your fancy. I know some people prefer Bricklink. I'll use both. I've bought Lego on eBay, bought Lego on Bricklink. Haven't actually bought any Lego sets from Bricklink. I don't know if they're any cheaper than eBay. But I haven't actually wanted to buy any classic sets for a while. I don't know why, I have moments where I think, I feel like buying some classic sets for a while, or I don't feel like classic sets now, I'll buy new sets, or, you know. I just have moments where I just feel like buying a certain thing rather than going, oh, it's Lego, I'll buy it anyway. It just depends what I'm in the mood for. There's the fire station so far, as you've seen when we were looking at these vehicles. I'm not sure what I'm going to do when I've done this project. I do want to get another one of these boards. Really wish I'd actually decided to buy these boards sooner, because they're great for these large mocks. If I actually get several, I could build even bigger. Yay! I could probably actually build a lot better models if I was patient enough to actually order the parts from Bricklink. Sometimes I'm not patient enough to wait until I get the money to order the parts. I really should be a bit more patient, I think. Just trimming off to do on the outside here, some detailing and the roof. More detailing, tiles. Tiles, I love tiles. It's got to be one of my favourite elements. Because when you do an edge of a roof like that, it just makes it look so much tidier. If I could, I'd probably tile the whole roof just to tidy it all off. The same out here on the forecourt. See, originally I was going to put the fire station doors right up to the front edge and have like a courtyard round back, but it wouldn't have been very big. It would have been the same size as it is out the front here, excluding this little area here, because obviously the back of this building is level with the bays, so I decided it would be better to make a forecourt instead. So that is what I went and done. Still got to find that bloody door. Don't know where the door is. Got a door somewhere. Hey look, in that last video when I dropped that tub there, tray of 1x2 tiles, there's one actually landed inside that fire station. I don't know if you can see it just inside the door. It's a yellow one. And some still on the floor I've got to pick up. And yeah, I do record some of these videos in the same day, which is why you don't see a lot changed, in case you were wondering. Oh dear. Anyway, I think I've rambled on enough, so I'm going to end the video, and I'll talk to you soon. So, bye-bye for now.